You've been tracked by a private investigator. What they found will blow you. But not by who you think. For weeks, maybe even months, a shadow has been following you, silent and unseen. You felt it, haven't you? That strange sensation, like someone's eyes are on you when you're alone, or a chill that runs down your spine for no reason. That wasn't your imagination. A private investigator has been tracking your every move, hired for a purpose far greater than you could ever imagine. What they've uncovered about your life isn't just information, it's a truth so powerful it will shake the very core of who you are and rewrite your story forever. Archangel Michael says, "This is not a moment to fear, but a moment to embrace." Type yes in the comments to claim the blessing of this divine revelation. This investigator has been there, blending into the corners of your world. They've sat in a car parked just down the street from your home, their notebook filled with details about your daily routines. They've watched you in crowded places, maybe at the grocery store, the park, or even your workplace, capturing moments you thought were private. Every step you took, every conversation you had, they were there, piecing together a puzzle you didn't even know existed. But this isn't about invasion. This is about uncovering a truth that's been hidden from you for far too long. A truth that connects to every part of your life, your struggles, your dreams, your relationships, and your purpose. You might have felt uneasy lately, like something was off. Maybe you woke up in the middle of the night, heart racing, feeling like someone was watching. Or maybe you've had dreams that felt too vivid, too heavy, like they were trying to tell you something. Archangel Michael says, those feelings weren't random. They were signs. Signs that something massive has been set in motion, guided by divine hands. This investigator wasn't working alone, they were led by a higher power, a force ensuring that the secrets about your life come to light at the perfect time. Type yes in the comments to align yourself with this divine timing. The deeper they dug, the more shocking their findings became. They didn't just find random details, they uncovered layers of your life you didn't even know existed. Old secrets buried in your past, promises made about you before you were born, and connections to people and places you've never imagined. Think about the moments in your life that felt unfair, the times you worked hard but didn't get the reward, the relationships that fell apart for no reason, the opportunities that slipped through your fingers. Those weren't accidents. The investigator found proof that someone, or something, worked to keep you from your blessings. But now, those blessings are coming back to you, stronger than ever. This isn't just about what happened years ago, it's about your life right now. The investigator has been to places tied to your everyday world. Maybe they visited the neighborhood where you grew up, talked to old friends who remember you from school, or found records from jobs you had years ago. They've spoken to people who know things about you, things you might have forgotten, like the dreams you had as a kid or the promises someone made to you that were never kept. Every piece they found is a thread in the story of your life, and it's all coming together to reveal something incredible. Type yes in the comments to claim the truth that's waiting for you. Let's talk about what they found, because it's not just about the past, it's about who you are today. The investigator uncovered financial secrets tied to your name. Maybe it's money you were owed from a job, an inheritance that was hidden, or even a deal someone made using your identity without you knowing. Think about those times you struggled to pay bills, when you wondered why money always seemed to slip away. The investigator has proof, documents, bank records, even signatures, that show you were meant to live in abundance, but someone worked hard to keep that from you. Archangel Michael says, what was stolen is being restored. Type yes to claim your financial breakthrough. But it's not just about money. It's about your relationships, too. The investigator found evidence of people who were pushed out of your life, friends, family, maybe even someone you loved deeply. These weren't random losses. Someone, or something, wanted to keep you isolated, to stop you from having the support you needed to rise. They found letters, messages, even conversations that prove these relationships were broken on purpose. Maybe it was a family member who turned their back on you, a friend who disappeared without explanation, or a partner who walked away when you needed them most. The investigator has names, dates, and proof that will make it all clear. Think about the people in your life right now. The ones you trust, the ones you lean on. The investigator has been watching them, too. They've seen who's really for you and who's been pretending. There are people close to you who've been hiding things, maybe small lies, maybe big betrayals. The investigator has proof of this, and when it comes to you, it'll show you who to keep close and who to let go. Archangel Michael says, this truth will clear the way for real, honest connections. Type yes in the comments to welcome these divine relationships into your life. This investigator has gone deeper than you can imagine. They've been to places tied to your past, maybe the house you grew up in, the school where you had your first dreams, or even a church where you used to pray. They've found documents with your name on them, old records, sealed files, even papers that were supposed to be destroyed. These aren't just random papers. They're proof of a life you were meant to live, a life someone tried to take from you. Maybe it's an inheritance you never knew about, a promise someone made to your family, or even a legacy that goes back generations. The investigator has it all, and they're bringing it to you. You might be wondering why this is happening now. Why, after all these years, is the truth coming out? Archangel Michael says, the timing is divine. You're ready now, stronger, wiser, and prepared to handle the power this truth will bring. Think about where you are in your life. Maybe you're at a crossroads, feeling stuck, or wondering what's next. This revelation is happening now because it's time for you to move forward, to step into the life you were always meant to live. The investigator didn't choose this moment, divine forces did. Type yes in the comments to trust this divine timing. Let's get real for a second. Think about the struggles you've faced, the late nights worrying about money, the times you felt alone, the moments when you wondered why life felt so hard. The investigator found proof that those struggles weren't your fault. There were people working against you, making choices to hold you back. Maybe it was a boss who overlooked you for a promotion, a family member who didn't support your dreams, or even a stranger who made a decision that changed your path. The investigator has names, dates, and documents that show exactly what happened. And when you see it, you'll understand why things felt so heavy. But here's the good news, you made it through. Despite everything, you're still here, still standing, still fighting. The investigator saw that, too. They saw your strength, your resilience, the way you kept going even when the odds were against you. They found moments in your life where you could have given up but didn't. Archangel Michael says that strength is your power, and this revelation is going to amplify it. Type yes in the comments to claim that power. This isn't just about what was done to you, it's about what was protected. The investigator found evidence of moments when you were saved from danger you didn't even know about. Maybe it was a job you didn't get that would have led you down the wrong path. Maybe it was a relationship that ended just before it could hurt you more. They have proof, records, conversations, even witnesses, that show how you were guarded by a higher power. Archangel Michael says, you were never alone, even in your darkest moments. Type yes to thank the divine for that protection. Let's talk about your dreams for a minute. Remember the things you wanted when you were younger? The goals you had, the life you imagined? The investigator found traces of those dreams in your past. Maybe it was a talent you let go of, a passion you buried, or a vision you thought was impossible. They found people who remember you talking about those dreams, people who saw your potential before you doubted yourself. They even found evidence of opportunities that were taken from you, chances to shine that someone blocked. But those dreams aren't gone. The investigators' findings are bringing them back to life. Type yes in the comments to reclaim your dreams. This investigator has been relentless, working day and night to uncover every detail. They've followed leads to places you've never been, maybe a city far away, an office with locked files, or a house where someone from your past still lives. They've spoken to people who know your story, people who've held on to secrets for years. Each conversation, each document, each photo they took is part of a bigger picture, a picture of your destiny. Archangel Michael says, this picture is about to be revealed, and it's more beautiful than you can imagine. Type yes to see that picture. Let's connect this to your life right now. Think about the challenges you're facing today. Maybe you're struggling with money, feeling like no matter how hard you work, it's never enough. The investigator found proof that this isn't your fault. There are financial moves that were made behind your back, maybe a loan you didn't know about, a deal that excluded you, or money that was redirected to someone else. They have bank records, contracts, even emails that prove it. When this truth comes to you, it'll open the door to the abundance you were always meant to have. Or maybe it's your relationships. Are there people in your life who make you feel small, who don't support your dreams? The investigator has been watching them, too. They've seen the way some people talk about you when you're not around, the lies they've told, the plans they've made to keep you down. They have proof, messages, recordings, even witnesses, that will show you who's really on your side. Archangel Michael says, this truth will clear the way for people who lift you up. Type yes to welcome those people into your life. This revelation is going to touch every part of your life, your work, your home, your heart. The investigator found evidence of moments when you were overlooked, undervalued, or pushed aside. Maybe it was a job you deserved but didn't get, a project you poured your heart into that someone else took credit for. They have documents, emails, even testimony from people who saw it happen. When you see this proof, you'll realize you were never the problem. You were always enough. Type yes in the comments to claim your worth. The investigator's work isn't just about exposing lies, it's about revealing miracles. They found moments in your life when things could have gone wrong but didn't. Maybe it was a time when you were sick but recovered faster than expected. Maybe it was a moment when you felt like giving up, but something pushed you to keep going. They have records, dates, even stories from people who saw you rise against the odds. Archangel Michael says, those weren't coincidences, they were divine interventions. Type yes to recognize those miracles. This truth is coming to you soon. The investigator is preparing a final report, one that can't be ignored or destroyed. It's filled with everything they've found: letters, photos, recordings, and documents that tell the full story of your life. They're making sure it's secure, protected from anyone who might try to stop it. And when it reaches you, it'll be like a key unlocking a door you didn't know existed. A door to freedom, to abundance, to purpose. Type yes in the comments to open that door. Let's talk about your purpose for a moment. You've always felt like there's something bigger for you, haven't you? That feeling deep inside that says you're meant for more. The investigator found proof of that. They uncovered documents, maybe even old writings, that show you were marked for greatness from the start. Maybe it's a letter from someone who believed in you, a record of a promise made about your future, or even a symbol tied to your family's legacy. These things prove you're not ordinary, you're chosen. Think about the moments in your life when you felt different, like you didn't quite fit in. That was your purpose calling you. The investigator found evidence of this, stories from people who saw your light, who knew you were meant for something big. They even found connections to your ancestors, people who carried the same fire you do. Archangel Michael says, this revelation will show you why you've always felt this way. Type yes to step into your purpose. This isn't just about you, it's about everyone connected to you. The investigator found proof that your life is tied to others, your family, your friends, even the people you haven't met yet. The blessings coming to you will ripple out, changing their lives too. Maybe it's money that will help your kids, a truth that will heal your family, or a purpose that will inspire others. The investigator has documents that show how your story is part of something bigger, something divine. Type yes in the comments to share this blessing. The people who tried to stop you are starting to feel the pressure. The investigator has proof of their actions, conversations they thought were secret, plans they thought were perfect. They've been watching these people, too, seeing how they moved against you. Maybe it was a coworker who sabotaged you, a friend who betrayed you, or even a family member who lied to keep you small. The investigator has names, dates, and evidence that will make it all clear. Archangel Michael says, their time is up. Type yes to see justice unfold. This truth is going to change everything. When the investigator hands you their findings, you'll see why life felt so heavy at times. You'll see the lies, the betrayals, the moments when someone tried to dim your light. But you'll also see how strong you are, how you kept going despite it all. The investigator's report is more than just proof, it's a mirror showing you your own power. And when you look into it, you'll see a warrior, a survivor, a light that can't be extinguished. Type yes in the comments to see your reflection. Let's talk about what's coming next. The investigator is almost ready to step out of the shadows. They're preparing to meet you, to hand over everything they've found. It might come in a way you don't expect, maybe a letter in the mail, a phone call from someone you haven't heard from in years, or even a stranger who knows your name. But when it happens, you'll feel it. You'll know it's the moment you've been waiting for. This moment will bring a storm of emotions, shock, relief, maybe even anger. That's okay. Let yourself feel it. The investigator's findings will answer questions you've carried for years. Why did that relationship end? Why did that job fall through? Why did you feel so alone? They have proof, recordings, photos, even confessions, that will make it all clear. Archangel Michael says, this truth will set you free. Type yes to embrace that freedom. There's something else you need to know. The investigator found evidence of a spiritual connection in your life. There are promises that were spoken over you, blessings that were sealed before you were born. Maybe it's a prophecy from your grandmother, a prayer someone said when you were a child, or even a dream you had that felt like a message. The investigator has proof of this: letters, writings, even symbols that point to your purpose. You're not just living a random life. You're part of a divine plan. Type yes in the comments to claim that plan. This revelation is going to touch every part of your life. Your work, maybe you've been stuck in a job that doesn't feel right. The investigator found evidence of opportunities that were taken from you, but they also found proof of new doors waiting to open. Your relationships, maybe you've been hurt by people you trusted. The investigator has proof of who's been real and who's been fake, and that truth will clear the way for better connections. Your dreams, maybe you've given up on something you used to believe in. The investigator found evidence that those dreams are still alive, waiting for you to claim them. Type yes to claim every part of your life. The investigator has been guided every step of the way. They didn't know it at first, but something bigger was leading them. They've felt it, moments when clues appeared out of nowhere, when doors opened that should have been locked. This wasn't just their work, it was divine intervention. Archangel Michael says, every step they took was for you. Type yes to thank the divine for guiding them. They've faced resistance, too. People who didn't want this truth to come out, who tried to stop them. Maybe it was a bribe, a threat, or an attempt to destroy the evidence. But every time, something protected them. The investigator has duplicates of everything: files, photos, recordings, safe and secure. They know this truth is too important to lose. Archangel Michael says, nothing can stop what's coming. Type yes to trust that promise. When this truth comes to you, it'll be like a fire igniting inside you. You'll see everything clearly: the lies, the betrayals, the blessings, the protection. You'll see how strong you've been, how you survived every attack, how you rose above every obstacle. The investigator's findings are more than just proof, they're a map to your future. A future where you walk in power, in truth, in light. Type yes in the comments to follow that map. This is your moment. The investigator is almost here, carrying the keys to your destiny. They've seen things that will make you believe in miracles, moments when you were saved, when plans against you failed, when blessings were preserved for you. They've seen how your life was guarded, even when you couldn't see it. And now, they're bringing that proof to you. When you hold it in your hands, you'll feel the weight of years lift off you. You'll feel the fire of purpose burn brighter than ever. Type yes to claim that fire. The people who tried to hold you back are nervous now. They know the truth is coming. They've tried to cover their tracks, but it's too late. The investigator has everything: names, proof, undeniable evidence. When this truth comes to light, it'll shake everything. But it won't shake you. You're ready for this. You were born for this. Archangel Michael says, stand tall, because your victory is already won. Type yes to claim that victory. This revelation is more than just information, it's a transformation. It's a moment that will define the rest of your life. The investigator is carrying the keys to your freedom, and they're almost here. When they arrive, you'll see why you felt watched for so long. It wasn't to harm you, it was to help you. Every step they took was for this moment, to give you the truth that will set you free. Type yes in the comments to receive that truth. As you wait for this moment, know that you're not alone. You've never been alone. There's a divine force guiding you, protecting you, preparing you for what's next. The investigator's work is almost done, but yours is just beginning. When the truth comes, you'll step into a power you didn't know you had. You'll see doors open, blessings flow, enemies fall. This is your time. Type yes to step into your time. This isn't just about the past, it's about your future. The investigator's findings will clear the way for everything you've been waiting for. Money that was held back, opportunities that were stolen, relationships that were broken, they're all coming back. The divine plan is unfolding, and nothing can stop it. You're about to step into a new chapter, one where you walk in power, in truth, in light. Type yes to enter that chapter. The investigator has seen miracles in your story. Moments when you were saved from danger, when plans against you failed, when blessings were preserved for you. They've seen how your life was guarded, even when you couldn't see it. And now, they're bringing that proof to you. When you see it, you'll fall to your knees, not in defeat, but in awe of how fiercely you were protected. Archangel Michael says, this is your moment to rise. Type yes to rise. This truth is going to touch every part of your life, your home, your work, your heart, your soul. It's going to answer questions you've carried for years. It's going to heal wounds you didn't know were there. It's going to show you that you were never meant to struggle, never meant to feel small. You were meant to shine, to lead, to live a life of abundance and impact. The investigator's findings are the key to unlocking that life. Type yes to unlock that life. The investigator's journey is almost over, but yours is just beginning. They've done their part, gathering the truth and preparing it for you. Now it's your turn to take it and run with it. The truth they're bringing will set you free, but it's up to you to decide what to do with that freedom. Will you step into your purpose? Will you claim what's yours? Will you rise above every lie and shine as the light you were always meant to be? The answer is yes. You're ready. You've always been ready. The investigator's findings are just the spark. You're the fire. And when this truth comes, that fire will burn brighter than ever before. Archangel Michael says, "This is not the end, it's the beginning." Type yes to begin. This is your moment. The truth is coming, and it's bringing everything you've been waiting for: answers, blessings, power, purpose. The investigator is almost here, carrying the keys to your destiny. Be ready. Be open. Be fearless. Because when this truth lands in your hands, nothing will ever be the same. Archangel Michael says, you were chosen for this moment, and heaven is watching as you step into your victory. Type yes in the comments to claim your destiny.